First of all, Puneet, as we can see that in India there is only this tax platform that we have been seeing, and we have already been in kind of controversy when it comes to taxes in India related to crypto. So I first want to ask you, like, how did you came to know? First, I want to know, like, what got you into the crypto, and how what got you into developing this platform that is related to crypto taxes.
Sure. So my journey in crypto started in 2017
Oh.
when I was in my college, and I was exploring different technologies out. And that is when I started exploring about blockchain and cryptocurrencies. And actually, I was in an internship in Taiwan, and there I got to know more about mining of cryptocurrencies, the hardware infrastructure, Bitcoin, and blockchain. And when I came back to India, I started exploring more about it and started developing some applications. So I'm an engineer by profession, a software engineer. So I started developing some applications on blockchain, working with some research groups. So that's how my journey started. And then, since 2017, I've been full-time into crypto and blockchain. So earlier started in a tech company of mine where we were educating people about cryptocurrencies, blockchain. And then, during the second wave of COVID, Sandeep Nailwal started this initiative called as Crypto Relief.
Yes.
So I was then heading that fund and deploying that fund. So I was CEO there, and, working with Sandeep, Vitalik, and other people in the industry to deploy that fund diligently. And when I was at Crypto Relief, that is when, I was handling large amount of funds and working in three most routinized areas of Indian government, that is cryptocurrencies, foreign funding, and working with NGOs. So this fund was amalgamation of all these three because it was a fund registered outside the country.
Yeah, and majority, I think Vitalik sent a lot of money in that.
Yeah. So we raised in crypto. It was a fund housed outside India, so the fund wasn't in India. So any donations that we were donating in was foreign donations to Indian NGOs. So hence, naturally, I was exposed to regulators, and I was exposed to regulators from the Indian government side and the crypto regulators from all the big fours of EY, KPMG, all of these big firms and all of these crypto regulators who advise crypto exchanges, crypto HNIs and all. So that is when it hit me hard that, way forward for crypto ecosystem would be regulations.
Right.
And that is where I started looking more into it and diving deeper into it. And that's how the journey of CoinX also began, where Government of India launched the taxation framework, but people did not have any way to pay their taxes.
Yeah, that's still the case right now. I mean, even on my personal taxes, I remember my CA he always recommends that, whatever amount of money you invested in, whatever you got, and he would that, just blindly pay 33% taxes on other, and it would be remarked on others. I think it was like 25 or 30 something when it's like other source of income. But other than that, we didn't really had like any clarification on it. So this platform really, it also guides us, like, how much taxes are actually going there. And the calculations are also made very easy with the calculator that you guys made.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. So the idea is we take users' transactions as input. So people, wherever they are trading, whichever platform, be it an exchange, be it a wallet, be it a Ethereum network, Solana network, any of these networks, and looking at their transactions within 2 minutes, we calculate all of their data depending on what they bought, when they sold, INR equivalent prices of those, and all of that information, and give them their crypto tax report. So now, when someone is filing their income tax return in Indian government's website, they need to disclose transaction by transaction details. जो like you were saying आपने अपने CA को दिया, and your CA just asked you to put it under other income and classify it as 33%, that is not going to work anymore. Now the government will require transaction by transaction details in terms of when you bought, what quantity you bought, when you sold, what price you sold, what is the income or loss that you're making on that transaction. So this is line by line you need to show for all the transactions that you have done in that year.
I have a question for you. So you're saying that right now the government is asking transaction by transaction. Like for an example, I personally had to pay taxes, so I'm selling this. I bought some Litecoins in, I think it was 2018 or 19. And it wasn't just a random wallet. At that point of time, we just, download LTC wallet if you have Litecoins, and then you would just keep it there. And it was there for years and years. And then when I actually cashed it out from WazirX I think on 22 or 21, I cashed it out. And then I had a healthy gain out of it because it was bull market at that time. So I told my CA, and then he just, he didn't ask me like when I buy. I said that I have the transaction, like when I deposited initially earlier, and then, when I withdrew it in INF form. I even had the wallet, so just to show it off. But, they didn't ask. So right now my question is, like, do government recognize that transactions from the blockchain, and do they, kind of particularly differentiate that this is the transaction that was earlier initiated, and the timestamps they...
I got your question. Yeah, I got your question. So government classifies, they do not say it as cryptocurrencies, as a cryptocurrency transaction that happened on blockchain or an exchange. They just say it as virtual digital assets, VDA.
Okay. So
virtual digital assets comprises of all virtual digital assets,
right.
Be it NFTs, be it cryptos on exchanges, be it cryptos on blockchain, all of them.
Oh.
And now in the new income tax return form, there is a section that is added called as Schedule VDA, as in section VDA, section virtual digital assets. In that section, a person has to enter all of the transactions, date of purchase, date of sold, quantity of purchase, quantity of sold, then the price, bought price, sale price, then net losses or profits. The entire information has to be disclosed transaction by transaction before filing the income tax return. So this is like a very big challenge for people who need to now go back and see what time did they buy, what date did they buy, what price did they buy. And when they're saying what is the price, and then they have to manually put it. Now, if they come on CoinX and upload their LTC wallet or any of these wallet data, within 2 minutes, the platform automatically calculates everything for you, gives you your tax amount, your prices and all, and gives you 5 different reports which you can use to file your returns.
Oh, wow. So it provides us a report that can actually be submitted easily on the tax returns.
Copy paste on income tax return form. Exact format that income tax return.
So it will have all the transaction details. It will have everything that particularly government is asking right now. And then you will just have to submit it. And we already have the amount. So it's just like a click and pay, right, kind of thing.
Exactly.
Wow. I didn't knew that because I didn't check it that way. Right now, as this is the only firm that is, calculating crypto taxes. So are you connected with any accounting firms that is actively, like CA firm that is actually, doing accountings and filing taxes? Are you like partnered or, attached with like any of this firm?
Yes, so we are connected. So we have CoinX has a vertical called as CoinX for tax professionals.
Right.
There, CAs come and register themselves to use this platform for their clients.
Right.
So, because in India, majority of the tax filings are done by CAs, so their CAs can come in, and now all of their clients' information and data can be uploaded by the CAs here, and they can download the reports on their client's behalf. And let's say you came into CoinX, now you want your CA to look into your data, so you can also invite your tax professional directly from our dashboard, and within one click you would be able to invite your CA, and then your CA would, so you don't have to now share all the data back and forth to your CA. As soon as you have invited your CA, he can log in into his dashboard, and from there he would be able to access all of your reports, all of your transactions, data, and whatever needs to be made, edited or not. So all of that you can give an access to your CA for him to take care of. Apart from this, we are also partnering with self-tax filing platforms. So, in India, there are a lot of self-tax filing
Yeah,
platforms.
we can just file it online with.
You can file it online, exactly. So, there we are partnering with them. So, through which, in one click, like you will just say, I want to file using platform ABC. And as soon as you have clicked that, all of your crypto related information from CoinX would automatically go to that filing platform. And then you just need to update the other details to file your return.
Wow. So this way, CoinX is not just helping people calculate their taxes, but it is also helping professional accountants to easily check the taxes and easily be linked with the platform and can see all the data.
They can generate more clients from us because we also have a directory where we list all of the CAs. So let's say you came into the platform and are saying, here I don't have a CA, can you please connect me to a CA? So we have a website where all of our CA partners are listed. So you can directly contact any of those CA partners, thereby increasing.
They can help us file the taxes, and also they can
exactly, and that CAs will get more clients from us, so we'll increase their revenue.
So this is like encouraging CAs to onboard on your platform as well as clients to because clients would encourage their CA to understand this, and then eventually it will bring more accounting and more awareness for the crypto taxes in India, right?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so my next question is about the tax slabs that we have in India. So earlier there was no any tax slabs, and we were manually filing it just for as in other source of income. But now that we have, so do you think it's justified, because 30% tax on a profit, I think it's not fair. I mean, I even read an interview where Binance CEO CZ said that crypto taxes in India will eventually kill the crypto industry in India. So what are your views on that?
So the taxation framework is definitely not friendly with respect to what people wanted it to be, and people had different expectations, and people wanted taxation framework to be to be normalized or to be relooked at. I don't think 30% is the issue that is people have. 30% a lot of people pay on their income in which ways. I think beyond 30%, the major things that needs to be looked at is 1% CDS, which deducts on every transaction. So let's say I'm selling any crypto transaction now. Let's say I'm selling it off 1 lakh rupees. I will only get 99,000 immediately. 1,000 is what will be deposited with income tax department on my behalf.
On your behalf.
So with that, let's say if I am making 20 transactions, so 20,000 of my capital is being deposited with income tax, and thereby for 1 lakh rupees only. And the actual effect or actual benefit comes in when it's compounding. So if a trader puts in 1 lakh, gets 1 lakh 10,000, he then invests 1 lakh 10,000 to get more. So here the compounding role is not coming in play, which is a major concern for traders because they are not able to make money. Right. Apart from this, the losses are not allowed to be offset. So basically what will happen is, let's say if you have 1 lakh rupees of investment and you have a loss of 30,000 on one crypto, and let's say have 50,000 gain on another crypto. So technically you have just made 20,000 rupees. Right. But you have to pay taxes on the 50,000 rupees.
So, see, I was under an impression that losses on crypto cannot be offsetted on any other profit that you have on your name, but I think it can be offsetted if it's within the crypto industry. That is,
no, it cannot be.
It cannot
no,
be.
It cannot be. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So you have to pay taxes on only of your transactions where you're getting profit, but for the transactions where you're getting losses, you cannot offset them. So that is a major concern to be addressed. So I think losses and 1% TDS are a major issue than 30%.
Wow. And about the TDS that you mentioned, so TDS is basically like your, it's a kind of an advanced tax that you are paying. So eventually when you actually file, if the TDS is more than what you actually made as in profit, the TDS gets refunded. But that was again a hectic situation for traders. If you're an active trader, you need your capital within you. So have you faced any situation where people have paid more TDS on crypto and eventually they had to get refund back from the income tax department?
This is the first year when people would be filing their returns.
Oh.
So this year would be when they would be filing their returns and getting the refund back. So this is the year that we'll be seeing this, and it can be a likely case. There can be a lot of people who would have TDS to be refunded.
Right, right. I understand. All right. So my next question is, as of right now, how much CoinX has helped investors and tax professionals till now, like people who are crypto investors who have been in the industry. So how CoinX has been helpful to them, and at what extent it is helping people right now in India?
So I think lakhs of users have benefited out of CoinX already. And like through the awareness that we spread into the information that we spread into the platform that we've built in. So I think we've already impacted millions of people there. And apart from it, if I have to talk about what are the different areas through which we can help people. So every month you have to do your TDS filing. Wherein like let's say if you're trading in crypto, so CoinX gives you month-on-month TDS data.
Right.
Using that, you can deduct TDS against your person that you have traded with, and then you can comply with income tax TDS formats. If you're not complying with income TDS framework, then you can be penalized heavily. Like that amount, I think, is 100 rupees per day for late filing, and that is the late fees. Apart from that, the penalty can be 100% of the TDS amount. So let's say if someone has to deduct 1 lakh the TDS, so late fees will come in. But apart from that, a penalty of 1 lakh additional could be put on that user.
Oh, wow.
And he may also be imprisoned for 7 years. If
Filing their TDS.
Exactly. So that is like what we are bringing on table, and we are actually helping people remain compliant and also helping the country's economy to grow because they are getting TDS. And
Right, because I've seen a lot of people who are not filing taxes related to crypto because they don't understand it, and they didn't really had any way to they didn't have any platform to like easily put it out for them, and they would just have to do the basic things like they do when they file taxing. So I think this is really helpful that you're doing here in the industry. And as of now, as we can see that a lot of people have been using decentralized finance as we see. So this is a personal question that I want to ask you. Like, what are your views on people trading on dApps such as Uniswap or PancakeSwap? So what are your views on them? Because they are
applied as part of taxation framework. It will be applied whether you trade on DEX, centralized exchange, anywhere, NFTs, DeFi. So your taxation framework would apply in all the cases.
Right, right. So are you seeing any people like majority of the people trading on DEXs that comes to your platform, or are they from a centralized exchange? Like, what are the ratios of to these two?
As of now, majorities of centralized exchanges, I think the ratio would be about 2:3, wherein about 66% of people would have centralized exchange and 33% people have a decentralized exchange.
Wow.
And that is how it has to be, right? Because if you look at the majority of the crypto investors in India, I think about 10% of them have crypto wallets, 90% of them buy and sell on crypto exchanges.
Right. So they just traded like majority. So you're trying to say that majority of people in India are trading crypto just as how they trade any stock or commodities.
No, exactly. Yeah. The adoption of dApps and adoption of DeFi is not there yet. Like the level of knowledge that people have about exchanges, how to create accounts on exchanges and buy and sell, that is nowhere close to the decentralized platforms as of now.
Yes, right. All right.
A lot of people in India have accounts in Binance, CoinDC,
Yeah, majority of people I think are using Binance and
Binance is centralized exchange.
Yeah, right. All right. So when I was using your platform, Punit, I personally checked that you had an option like which country are you from, and which currency you want to see it from. So does it mean that CoinX is planning to expand outside of India in the future? What plans do you have?
Yes, we do. Yeah, we do plan to expand this internationally. Globally, there are about 40 plus countries that have already taxed cryptocurrencies.
Right.
So we would be looking at expanding into those countries and helping the investors of those countries to remain tax compliant.
That's great. So do you have any next country in the pipeline? Like you would be targeting this country after India? You would be any country that you wanna target first after India?
So we'll try to make the platform uniform so that a lot of countries can benefit out of it. But target countries could be countries in Africa, Southeast Asia, and Europe.
Right. That's great. All right. So as of now, we only had like first tax bill ever in India, issued for crypto particularly. So in the future, we would have more modifications in the crypto tax bills. So what do you expect? What kind of future would be an ideal for crypto taxes in India?
I think how the government looks at stock markets, and there are long-term gains, short-term gains for investments, and then there is, if I invest in fixed deposits, there is a separate framework for it. If I get a cashback or a gift, there is a separate framework for it. So in crypto, all of this also exists. In crypto, you can get gifts. In crypto, you can do staking, which is fixed deposits. In crypto, you can do capital gains by long term, short term. So I think classification of a lot of these type of transactions, and bringing in taxation framework for these different transactions is the way forward that I see. The taxation framework to evolve.
So you think that in the future crypto tax should be there should be different subjects, like staking should be allotted in a different group, trading should be different, and all of this thing has to be presented in a different manner to the income tax, and they should have a different slab too.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. And as of now, we are seeing the new trend in the market. I mean, I'm sure you're aware of it, that AI has been, is the new thing in the market right now. So does CoinX have any plans to implicate AI in your system or in your applications?
So there are a lot of places where we already use it, and like going further also, we will use AI to make personalized recommendations to people.
Right.
So like recommendations could be around how they can manage their portfolio better, what is the industry trends, and what are the patterns in the industry, like around coins, around news, sentiment analysis, and a lot of things. So that is some of the areas that CoinX is already working on. So the next extension of CoinX is more into portfolio insights and analytics, and a larger chunk of that would be AI based.
Right. So the next year, you think that it will be portfolio analysis, and it will be fully based off AI, right?
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So at this point of time, as you can see, like you already said yourself, that a majority of people are trading on centralized exchange, where crypto stands for decentralization itself. Even if you hold a Bitcoin outside of centralized exchange, that stands for decentralization and DeFi. So a lot of people are unaware of how to use crypto as how it should be used. So is CoinX working on anything particularly that makes them aware about using DeFi, or do you guys encourage them to use of hardware wallet or any wallet that is that is self-custodian?
I have mixed opinions there. Like this evolution will come in over a period of time. Even if we encourage people to buy hardware wallets, like using hardware wallets is not easy.
Yeah, it's complicated.
Making transactions from hardware wallets is not easy.
Right.
In order to, and there's a chance that if someone who is not knowing that would end up losing funds, the probability of him losing funds is much high, because unlike on crypto exchanges where you can just send to one address or one deposit address and your fund would be coming in. Here, apart from deposit address, you also need to take care of the network where the transaction is happening in.
Yes.
So let's say if you send, like Matic to Solana chain, then like it is simply lost.
Yeah, it's gone. Simply lost. Yeah.
It's gone. So I think a lot of things, the infrastructure has to update in first. The hardware wallets or the decentralized applications or the DeFi space is fully not ready yet to accept masses of people, right? So I think there's a lot of work to be done at that end first, because before the actual users can start adopting it, and there are a lot of companies doing it. So I think that will be the way forward. And once some of these complexities are reduced and some of these things are made it very simple for a random user to come in, that is when the adoption will start coming in. But until then, it's people should take a very cautious call whether they need to move to to wallets or to hardware wallets or MetaMask like wallets. But they should not just move it to make their funds safe, because if they don't understand the nuances of it, they'll end up losing their funds completely.
Yeah, I totally agree. And a lot of people we have seen examples that people have lost their private key, not understanding what it is. And, have deposited healthy amounts in just a mobile wallet and they have just deleted the applications. I have also seen those kind of cases.
Exactly.
So I think your approach is good, that people should only, do what they understand. If they don't understand the hardware stuff, they should.
And not all centralized exchanges are bad. So, people should explore the proof of reserves, proof of liability ratios of exchanges and try to invest through good exchanges where their funds are secured. Right. So that still works. And that is very easier to enter into crypto than to enter into via decentralized route. Because even if you have a decentralized route, you always will be having a centralization to buy and sell from your INR. How would you sell? How would you get crypto directly into your decentralized account without even buying or selling it from INR?
Totally makes sense. Like, you have to deposit the money in the exchange first. That's it's mandatory. So yeah,
correct. So people would have to, in order to go to DeFi, they need to take two steps. Right. That going to exchange, then putting the funds, doing the KYC, and then from there moving to text. And then whenever they want to sell, they again have to go to exchange, sell, and which is a cumbersome process in itself.
Right. Yeah, but if you don't want to withdraw it to the INR, then it's a different case. But I don't think people are doing that. People mostly, when they sell out, they sell it to INR and not USD.
You cannot sell from the MetaMask wallet to INR. Either you go to an exchange and then deposit your funds in and then place a sell order, or you do a P2P transaction where you just send it to someone and then take it. But in any which case, you have to transfer that funds from your wallet in order to sell it.
Right. Right. Do you think in the future we will see, we have stable coins, like we have USDT, we have USDC, and other stable coins are there, like the USD and others. So do you think that INR stable coin would be a future in India, or what are your thoughts on that? Since you're in touch with regulators and. So.
I don't think INR stable coin or anything around it would be coming in anytime soon. And an alternate of it would be CBDC, which already is live by which is called as e-rupee. Right. So a lot of things would be available through e-rupee, but in the crypto space, I do not see an e-rupee or an e-INR coming out, or INRC or an INRT coming out. USDC and USDT works absolutely fine.
Yeah, see, USDT works totally fine. I have used it, so I totally trust them. But since USDC is not issued by the government of the United States, it's issued by a private company, right? And it's issued by Bitfinex. So basically, in India, do you think any private company would be able to issue INR by backing up equally 1-to-1 INR in the bank account?
There are companies doing it. It's not new. I think from 2018 days, there are INRC related tokens, INR stable coins already in market. they're not popularized yet because a lot of people don't use it, but it exists.
It exists.
I think the project is True INR, TRUINR. Projects like those already exist.
All right. All right. So I'm almost done with the interview, but before that, I want you to I want you to give us a message that I can pass to my readers. What kind of message you want to pass to my readers who read Crypto Times?
I think, enter into crypto with a mindset that you are not going to come here to just make in quick money. या 21 दिन में पैसा डबल वाला स्कीम नहीं है. Or come in with a mindset that this is a space of innovation. This is a space where you can understand a lot about technology, blockchain, cryptocurrencies, and then invest into projects that you believe in, rather than invest into projects that influencers are talking about. So I think this is a small message for all the readers of Crypto Times.
All right. So your message is that people should not come with the mindset that they will double their money soon, rather than understanding the technology and the benefits behind it. That's a really great message. Thank you so much, Punit, for being here with us, Crypto Times.